Bill, you mentioned Patrice.
Yep.
He's one of the greats. What was he like as a person to be around?
He was everything. Everything was on 10. That guy was on 10. If he was being cool, he was the coolest guy you ever met. If he was being funny, he was the funniest guy you ever met. If he was being an asshole, you wanted to fucking kill him. I still have arguments with him. Like, that's how, like, the level of this guy. He's been dead for like fucking 11, coming up on 11 years. I can't believe it. But like, this shit, I'm still figuring out that he crossed the line, and I'm thinking, because I was so like, you know, slow. I wasn't up to what he was doing. But, you know, I had all kinds of, you know, amazing conversations, just talking about life, how we ended up where we were at, how the two of us ended up being friends. You know, I had fallen outs with them. I had like everything. I mean, it was like a fucking mini series with that guy. So there's no real way to sum him up in a few minutes. But I will say that, you know, if guys like him, you know, Mitch Hedberg, Bernie Mac, we've lost so many like amazing people. Like I often wonder, like, how many tickets would I be selling if these guys were still around? You know, just one of those things. That's another way to make it live. Keep living.
Did he influence your comedy at all? Did he ever say to you, "Oh man, you need to go like this way or that way"? Or
he used to try to do that to me in the beginning, which was funny, which was classic him, because I'd actually been doing stand-up longer than him, and he'd been doing. He was already pontificating. But like, the thing about him, I remember him was like, early on, he was challenging himself, like going on stage and opening with a different joke. And like, when you're a new comic, when you first start, like you're a new joke. Your opening joke is your life raft.
Yeah, that's a
like,
risk,
this is
man.
gonna get me. And he's, you know, he was kind of doing stuff like that. But yeah, he was. You know, we were both two fucked up kids, so we had it. You know, good times, bad times, had to like fucking take breaks from each other. I remember he used to take breaks from white people in general. And like, I had to take breaks from going down to the cellar sometimes. It's like, I just don't want to go down there and just fucking have to have all my deflector shields up and be fucking, you know, shooting claymores over at everybody. It was a fucking war. It was so stupid. It's really been glamorized, that table at the cellar, but it was fucking, what we did was stupid. We just fucking were ripping. It was funny, but we never did anything creatively. I don't know. The way we helped each other was actually coming out of that. It's really hard to hurt my feelings. Like, I mean, I can handle, like, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. Yeah, but I, you know, there's so many of those comics, you know, that, you know, I'm still a fan of stand-up, and I just, you know, miss, besides them, like, man, what would they be saying about this? You know what I mean? And like, how great would stand-up comedy be if this, like, there's like 20 of them that were, you know, better than I was. That Pat just seemed to, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I just got older and I just knew people and they were just all dying, but like, so many people just passed away that were just, you know, absolute beasts, and they were like on their way to something. There was a kid, I don't know his name because I just discovered him when he passed away. Somebody told me, and it just was heartbreaking to see this kid's stuff. And he was like 28, and the stuff he was doing and the angle that he had, I was just like, oh man, he was already great, but he was going to be somebody that really had something to say. Like, he would have been great for stand-up. So it sucks.